Murders in Newtown, Connecticut, Lafayette, Louisiana, Charleston, South Carolina, and the most recent massacre at Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon, have many wondering why America has so many mass shootings. The shooting in Oregon marks the 45th school shooting this year.
I think it should be a lot more difficult for people to get guns because that kind of filters out people who just really should not be owning a gun in whatever situation they're in, mentally, criminally. So all aspects of that really need to be looked at.
School shootings in America have become alarmingly frequent. Since 2013, the U.S. has had 142 gun incidents in schools. America also has 4.4% of the world's population, but 42% of civilian-owned guns.
For me, it's more of a history lesson, I guess. Seeing how guns are created, you can learn a lot from historical context, and I also think it's important for people just to exercise their God-given rights.
Up to 44% of suicide victims have a mental illness, which leads many to believe people with mental illnesses are far more at risk of harming themselves than others.
I think it's just being smarter about not necessarily just focusing on the guns and the gun control, which is important, but also focusing on really how we treat each other, how we treat people, just sort of what sort of messages we put out there.
In the Oregon shooting incident, the shooter had 5 minutes to move between multiple classrooms before police were able to engage him. The school shooting has college campuses across the nation looking at the way they train for active shooter scenarios. UT Police Sergeant Doug Perry believes preparation for dangerous scenarios is essential.
Active shooter events are really unpredictable, so you have to be prepared for it. You have to be prepared mentally and physically to respond for it. Not only the police, but the people that are in harm's way, that are in the building. If we can have citizens that are trained in active shooter response, they're going to be well prepared to handle a situation like this.
UTPD offers ALICE training sessions open to all students, faculty, and staff. The program instructs participants on how to survive an active shooter situation. Classes are held in the Student Rec Center as part of the Not on My Watch safety campaign. UTPD will be holding another class October 23rd at 11:30 a.m. As for gun violence, while the world is split on prevention of shooting massacres, the least we can do is practice our preparation. I'm Larry Sloan from UT 10 News.